Hey sunshine! I was recently contacted by an art supply company called Chalkola who asked if I'd like to try out some of their products, and I chose to try these super cute vintage colored chalk markers and this chalkboard. I'll have details at the end of this video about a giveaway, but in the meantime, let's get to unboxing these markers and seeing what cool art we can make with them. So here's the chalk markers. There's 10 in this set in these really beautiful vintage colors, and they came with a set of labels as well, which you can use to write on and clean off if you need to change them. They come in a variety of shapes, so you could use them on a lot of different places, maybe to label food containers in the kitchen, or drawers on a dresser, or storage bins. Just to get a feel of the color range here, I put them into a sort of rainbow order. I like that we have a few shades of the pinks, blues, and purples. And here's the chalkboard. The chalkboard came with a single white marker as well. The board itself has a stand at the back, like a picture frame, so it could stand on its own or easily be leaned against something, or even hung on the wall if you wanted to add some picture hanging hardware to it. So this here is a vinyl chalkboard sticker I already owned. I think I bought it from Chapters a couple of years ago. This quote's been on it for a couple months now, so it might be kind of tough to wash off. Oh, and shout out to anyone who recognizes the lyric. So first I'm going to get all the markers activated, which to do so, you just need to give them a good shake and then bounce the tip on whatever surface you'll be drawing on to get the ink flowing to the tip of the marker. You can kind of see on this dark pink one how the ink is starting to flow to the bottom of the white tip. So far, these markers seem to work super well. The ink flows smoothly without skipping or drawing out while you're writing. So now that the ink is dry, it will stay put on whatever non-porous surface you've written on until you get it wet again. So let's clean this off again and see if we can make a little quote board to replace my old one. Oh, and yes, this definitely got all over my table, but it's not real wood, so it cleaned up easily afterward with just a damp cloth. You'll want to protect your work surface if it is real wood to avoid accidentally staining it. I have essentially no experience with chalk markers other than writing text with a plain white marker as you saw before. So I picked another lyric that I like just to practice and see what I could do with these markers, like how the colors look together, how they might layer on top of each other, and if they can fill larger areas smoothly. One tip I could suggest is to make sure you're working your way from the opposite corner towards your writing hand so that you don't drag the edge of your hand through still wet ink. I did that once or twice here, but it was easy enough to clean up with water and correct what was smudged. So now that I've messed around a bit and learned the medium a bit more, I'll stick this vinyl sheet back in my kitchen and try to make some art on the chalkboard they provided. Don't forget, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and ring the bell to get notifications every time I post a new video. One thing I noticed right away was that the chalkboard was a bit of a rougher texture as compared to the super smooth vinyl sticker, but the markers still wrote on it beautifully. I'd say maybe my only nitpick about the frame is that it's a very yellow-toned wood, and I'd love to have other frame options, although I'm sure I could paint it if I really wanted to. For this drawing, I didn't really go in with a plan, but I was feeling much more confident after practicing on the vinyl sticker. I layered up some of the similar colors to create a bit of depth and shading, and I really like how it turned out in the end. So chalk markers can also be used on porous surfaces like paper, but then of course they would be permanent, not erasable like on the chalkboard or vinyl. So I picked up some black cardstock just to test out how they'd work. Since the ink soaks into the paper, the colors don't come out as vibrant, but they do definitely write on the paper. So I had one more thing I wanted to test out in case the chalkboard or vinyl stickers aren't in your budget. I bought a picture frame at the dollar store and cut down one of my pieces of black cardstock to fit into it. If you're super on a budget and very patient, you could even color a piece of white paper black with a Sharpie marker or something just so there's a dark background in the frame. So I just want to pause for a second here to thank my lovely Patreon team for supporting me. If you'd like to see your name in the credits of every video, have your say in future videos, get free bullet journal printables, and free wallpapers for desktop and your phone, then head over to my Patreon to see what perks I have available. I'll leave the link in the description box below. So once you've got your black paper in the frame, you can write on the glass or plastic front the same as with the chalkboard, and it wipes off clean the same way. Then because it's a frame, it can easily stand on a desk or be hung on the wall or whatever you want. You can use it for decor, for lists, for jotting down reminders, anything. And one more fun note is that the markers can also write on mirrors, so I left this little message for my partner to find later. As promised, let's talk about the giveaway. Chalkola was kind enough to offer to give a product of my choice to one of my subscribers. I'll choose a winner randomly and be announcing the winner in my next video on February 6th. So if you want to enter to win the beautiful vintage chalk marker set that I'm using in this video, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Chalkola's channel, and then comment down below telling me what art you'll be making with these awesome markers. As well, the lovely folks over at Chalkola provided me with a discount code for you to use for 10% off their products, which I'll pop up on the screen for you now. I'll be sure to add the Amazon links of the products I'm using in this video down below, and you can use a discount code on Amazon. You can also check out their website, chalkola.com, which will also be linked below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so I get a small kickback if you use my Amazon links at no cost to you. But I'm not sponsored, so I'm not being paid to tell you about these products. I volunteered to test them out because I thought they looked really fun. So I hope you had fun testing out these markers with me today. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below for the marker giveaway. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.